E aí, família do YouTube? Tudo bom? Aqui tá tudo bom também. Estamos aqui com The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings. Nós terminamos o The Witcher 1, né? E agora nós vamos começar o 2 e logo depois o 3. E o seguinte, galera, foi o seguinte, eu fiz live desse jogo lá na Rede Roxinha. Só que não deu pra eu trazer pra cá porque lá ficou travando muito por causa da transmissão, a internet tava péssima. Então deu umas travadinhas tensa, tá ligado? Daí eu tô trazendo aqui pra cá, tô gravando de novo, jogando tudo de novo. Bom é que eu já sei todos os macetes, né? Mas daí agora eu vou começar de novo, do zero. Tô até sem o jogo, ó. Desinstalei, instalei de novo pra zerar tudo. E é isso aí, galera. Mas antes de eu prosseguir, curta, comente, compartilhe com seus amigos e se inscreva no canal aí pra me ajudar. Partiu, mano. Tá indisponível os jogos salvos do The Witcher 1, então nós vamos começar do zero mesmo, hein? Foda-se. Não vou fazer tutorial, que eu já sei como joga, e vou jogar no normal. De fato, não existe nada mais repugnante do que esses monstros que desafiam a natureza, e são conhecidos como os Bruxos. Suas magias são vis e profanas, bastardos sem consciência, virtude ou escrúpulos. São crias do próprio inferno e só sabem matar. Autor anônimo, monstruosidade, o retrato dos Bruxos. Isso aí é meio mentira, né? Convenhamos, né, que isso aí é bem mentira. Só pra avisar aqui, eu estou jogando nas configurações alta dos gráficos, tá? Meu PC é bom pra jogar no alto, mas é péssimo pra jogar no ultra. Então vai ter que ser no alto mesmo. Queria rodar ultra, né, mãe? Infelizmente, né? O PCzinho aqui já tá zoadaço, né?
Sixes, Daddy needs you. Oh shit! Ha! 20 orange to Grandad.
Saudades de jogar dados, mano.
Looky there, he's awake. You daft! Don't go in there! Shut it, he's in chains, can't do a thing. Am I right, Master Geralt? Roll again! Why? The dice didn't roll! Calling me a cheat? Take it back. Look, he's awake again. Monster slayer, my ass. A regular horson. I heard witches will start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them. Folks say they plough witches come the equinox. That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room.
I thought you died.
I'm not so easy to kill.
Aquele acho que é o Vernon Roche. Ele tem no 3, se não me engano.
I don't believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roche.
Eu apertaria sua mão se pudesse. Muito engraçado. Apertaria sua mão se pudesse.
Walk around behind me if you want to shake.
How foolish of me. Vez! Unshackle him.
Geralt of Rivia. Care to introduce us?
No, thanks.
Bring something to drink. We can't sit here cotton-mouthed. You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And all that happened in the Solar.
And if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a Witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow, they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that? For nothing?
No, for Temeria.
Downright praiseworthy. Where should I start?
It was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
Just so we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle. But Foltest is not someone you refuse.
Ô louco, agora que eu vi. Tem uma moça ali, mano. É a Triss, acho. Pelo que eu me lembro, é a Triss, mano. Nossa, mano, The Witcher nem começou, já tá frenético já o bagulho, velho. É ela mesmo. Triss Merigold.
Witcher, are you up?
Ô, cara, bate na porta antes, mano.
His Majesty, King of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges, summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the King...
We heard you.
A pleasant day to you, milady. Witcher.
Sai logo, cara. Fica olhando.
Stupid war. Could have been such a beautiful morning.
A war can never be stupid when waged by your king.
Não há guerras sábias.
A wise war is a contradiction, Triss.
Then maybe you know just how I should advise our lustful monarch.
Stop falling in love, sire no further bastards, and don't wage stupid wars.
Genius. You know, these bastards could vie for the throne in the future. Then we'd have an even more senseless conflict.
Which doesn't change the fact that...
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined. But they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the Wild Hunt again?
Mm-hmm.
Batedor relatou ter visto dragão.
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a Scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
A dragon? In the midst of civilization? Oh, please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Nothing's changed. And you're right. It's probably not a dragon. Although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
Descobriu alguma coisa sobre o assassino?
The unlucky assassin? How did the autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the month since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupils suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the cults they ride.
I get the feeling that dream's important. Running frantically through the forest. The wild hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto, something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be very powerful. Some people claim they can even shape reality.
People claim a lot of things. The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
All right. Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
I'll join you later.
Beleza, né? Vamos ver aqui como é que está o dia. Nossa, que dia bonito. Introdução. Bem-vindo ao prólogo The Witcher 2. Essa parte do jogo introduzirá você na história e no mundo do jogo. Ajudará você a se familiarizar com os mecanismos básicos do jogo, beleza? O jogo tá bonito, hein? Gráfico igualzinho do... do Witcher 1. Só que não.
Oh, looky there, new boy, it's that Witcher. Geralt de Rivia ought to know about amulets.
Que? Você me conhece, mano?
Witcher, sir. I have a question for you.
We know each other?
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
I lost my memory.
As did Boholt. After the hunt for the Golden Dragon, he took a spill and hit his head on a rock. He can still be a beast in battle, but besides that, he don't do much save eat and shit. Rarely even lusts after women.
I doubt that's amnesia.
I'm Kenneth, and this one here they call Desperate, and this is New Boy. He's apprenticing with us, like. I haven't had much luck with the monsters of late, so we enlisted. Now New Boy's gotten himself into this wager situation. Would you help us for old time's sake? I mean, we all got a little riled. But those are bygones, as I see it.
We'd have set you free. The sorceress, too. Boholt was just fooling about the raping and all.
What rape?
Shut your trap, Desperate. The Witcher don't remember. Waste of words to remind him. We're old mates, that's that.
So you'd have raped this old mate?
Just the sorceress. You were there to kill the dragon. The sorceress too. The peasants wanted at it, everyone did. But there was only one prize. And we argued, there was some commotion, a regular rumble in fact. We tied you up like hogs, meaning you and the sorceress, and went after the beast. The dragon thrashed us so hard, we spent the next half year licking our wounds. You done freed yourselves of your bonds.
Who was the sorceress?
Raven-haired she was. Remember her name, Desperate?
Conifer or some such. So, willing to help some old friends, Witcher?
What kind of trouble are you in now?
It's a matter of life, death, and quite a bit of coining, in fact. New boy bet tonight that he'd survive the assault in his shirt and knickers alone. We'd drunk a bit by then, I admit, but a wager's a wager. Our honour's at stake.
A soldier's honor versus a knight's. I think I get it.
The very core of the matter, Witcher. We're slated to go in the first wave, so the going's liable to be hard. New boy's brave, but he can't survive by courage alone. In any case, we've come into this bauble that's supposed to protect him, magically like. You mind casting an expert's glance at it, seeing as sorcery and such is not strange to you?
Let me see this bauble.
Your wolf medallion, I saw it shake.
It reacts to magic.
So it's true, what the priest said. Hear that, new boy? You'll be safe. We'll fleece that night, we will.
De onde você tirou isso?
Where did you get this talisman?
We came by it, let's say.
Roubaram.
We were on patrol, see, and ran into a couple of novice priestesses praying at this shrine. Nice, smiling and all.
We done wanted to take them two on patrol. Ho, 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 but...
Shut it! Boalt had one of his rare moments of clairvoyance, went rummaging in the shrine and found the amulet.
Who knows what goes on in that head of his, but every now and then he wakes up as good old Boholt.
Aye, he still cuts them down with a single wallop. In any case, we took the amulet and went off to find the rest of the patrol. Were the wonders we saw. First, ran into some squirrels, vicious ones, arrows flying everywhere, but we came through untouched. Barely 3 of the others still standing when a dragon swooped down, the elves fell to their knees, and we all legged it. The amulet's magic for certain.
Though it failed to protect the shrine from your patrolling.
Aye, true. Well, now we don't know what to think.
There's clearly magic in the trinket, but I doubt it'll deflect swords or arrows.
Shit, I knew it. I told you so, you idiot. Screw honor. Don your metal, new boy. You'll go into battle, confessional and all.
So be it. Though I'd like to have fleeced the noble. Damn shame.
If it goes on like this, we'll be sipping wine in the Lovell Exchange.
Tem que achar o rei Foltest.
Too true. Overwhelming.
We head straight for the town.
The sergeant, there's a river in the way.
Foltest said if you don't order, he'll whip you. A beautiful day for battle.
Ah, ele...
Fear not, Excellency. We're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit...
Finally! Traitors of the realm boil tar on the wolves while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon. An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute. Yet it has 1 flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Nossa, que presente top de aniversário.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such rules?
And what say you, Your Grace, of soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did this live no more.
Nossa, que dó.
Master Geralt, I wish to converse with you once the storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency. I plan
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenneran during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman Sadel. Still an arbalist?
Yes, sir. Fate has not been kind to me.
Ha! Norman Sador, for your years of faithful service to the Crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
Meu Deus.
Forgive my candor, Majesty, but I must ask, what fate awaits the royal bastards when...
They're my children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will die. Painfully.
Your Grace, forgive me. But the laws of succession are irrefutably clear.
Piss on the laws. I'll change them if need be. Above all, I'll not allow a band of treacherous barons to use my children as their banner.
Your Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Ada is dead, and I have no other children.
I see.
This conversation is over, Excellency. Please retire to your tent.
Aqui nesse jogo a Ada tá morta, mas na verdade ela tá viva, tá?
Black one's in my camp before a battle.
Eu salvei ela no outro
What has the
jogo.
world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I?
I couldn't have handled it better myself.
Ha! I always knew you were one of us. And bugger what folks say. They talked about Ada no end. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
Triss did an autopsy. It's possible he was a witcher.
A witcher? What have I ever done to the ploughing witchers? Anything more?
He had no medallion, but that doesn't mean anything.
Many in your shoes would have withheld that information. After the battle, Triss will report to me. For now, let us tend to the traitors. Where are you aiming, imbeciles? Soldier! Spyglass! What is going on up there? The gods! Count Etcheverry! Catch, Witcher. Aim for the rogue with the red plume. Not 6 months ago, he swore eternal friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
Two and a half degrees.
Quase.
Did we hit the bastard?
He ducked.
Damn it! We'll get him on the walls. Follow me, Witcher!
A balista tem recuo, achei que ia dar certo. Quando Foltest.
You know, Witcher, I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king.
Very noble of you.
Are you mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will realize her mistakes. Besides, children should have a mother.
I'm lost.
It's quite simple. Louisa and I had a bit of a tiff. She made demands I could not fulfill. Understand?
I think so.
Count Etcheverry and others immediately intervened, all noble, all sympathetic. They claimed the evil king would take her children, but they would protect them, even place them on the throne. And the Baroness was duped, a motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the throne.
Bolt in a bandage, brick in a sling. That's a swiving soldier's life. Taking orders, smash your foe. Going and country there, your wife. And a long road at your toe.
Nossa, mano, é um prédio isso daqui, de madeira? Que porra é essa? Olha.
Look alive, men! Hail to the king! Where the hell are we headed? What the fuck do we want? Victory! This I like! Eyes on the bridge! We're nearly there! Weapons at the ready!
That tower was ridiculous.
It was designed to break the rebels' morale.
A bunch of lords and lordlings took a ride to then pompously stride on top of the walls, while the real army fought and died below them in the shit and piss-filled streets.
If years of service have taught me anything, it's that the Highborn don the best costumes and get the best vantage points, whether at a ball or in battle. But it's not the time for that kind of jousting, Witcher. Continue your story.
Things went relatively smoothly after we came out of that tower. That is, until we ran into Aryan Lavalette.
Aryan Lavalette. Ele não aparece. Ah, não lembro dele se ele aparece no 3 ou não. Meu Deus! Meu Deus! Oi? Vamos lá agora nós de Assassin's Creed com esse capuz. Vamos nessa, meu! Yeah, surprise, motherfucker! Até slow motion do bagulho, legal, ó. For Tamaria!
Lord Suxon, you shall push for the center aisle and bring down that gate.
It's a good day to kill, your majesty! Follow me, gentlemen! For Tamaria!
For Tamaria!
Lord Swan, you and your men shall follow me. We must capture or otherwise deal with Aryan Lavalette in order to break the defenders' morale.
Yes, Your Grace.
Geralt, gentlemen, follow me. For the glory!
For the glory! For the glory! Nossa. Destruindo a fortaleza do bagulho.
Fall back, goddammit! I forbid you to die like imbeciles. Hear me! They've taken a good position, the bastards. If this persists, they'll pick us off like ducks, and I'm no duck. Any ideas?
That ballista would do the trick.
Tá a balista ali embaixo. Tá, vamos lá então. Deixa eu ver se é um negócio. Eu quero trocar de...
Stand your ground!
Kill the Witcher!
Peraí, qual que é? Aqui, ó. Quero o Igni. Nossa, agora sim. Agora eu vou tacar fogo em geral, mano. Cadê os caras? Vem aqui. Ó. Meu Igni é forte demais, velho. Segura aí. Vou amarrar isso aqui, ó. Se liga, Burbolzinho. Aqui é outra história. Pô, quero pegar os breguenetes aqui, mano. Orange. Tá. Tem mais? Tem. Nossa, os caras tão pobres, velho. Vai, aperta. Aí. Tá vindo mais. Que pena que vai morrer. Ó. Olha lá, outro aqui, ó. Que peninha. Tem mais. Acho que não, né? Acho que não. Vamos mirar. Ai, que pera, vai morrer, ó. Outro ali, ó. Cadê? Ó, meu Deus. Você morreu, coitadinho. Ô, pecado do menino, morreu. Dispara essa porcaria, Geralt. Vai. Ó. Vixi. Já era, meu irmãozinho.
The towermen! Storm the tower! The gods are with us!
The gods are with us. Tem mais gente aqui, mano. Ó. Dá aí seu negócio aí pra mim rapidão. Cadê? Ah, tá aqui. Subir aqui, né? Oh meu Deus. Oh, que dó. Oh, coitado. Nossa, mano, os caras tão pobres aqui, velho. Dá aí seu negócio pra mim. Aê. Onde é que eu tenho que ir? Ali. Subir, né? Opa. Pegar tudo, né? Pra nós vender depois, ficar com umas grana da hora. Pra você. Pronto. Caraca, velho, matei todo mundo. Hey, Foltest, onde você está indo? Nós estamos aqui. Você. Pronto. Vou pegar as coisinhas aqui, né, mano?
The door! Smash the door! Axeman, give me splinters!
Vai, mano, abre essa porta aí pra nós soltar uns inimigos dos caras. Sai da frente! Sai da minha frente! Pronto, aí nem precisava tirar as armas, mano. Tá todo mundo ok. Melhorar a armadura. Encontrei uma melhoria então, mano. Da hora. Proteja o rei Foltest, tá? Agora não é só seguir ele, agora tem que proteger ele também, mano. Era o que me faltava, viu?
Desist! Or be put down like the rabid dogs you are!
Arian Lavalette. This will be no easy task. Surrender, Arian! You'll be treated with honor!
Go plow yourself, King!
Bury them in arrows! Come on, men! For Temeria!
They're well shielded.
You got a better idea?
I'll try to get inside. It shouldn't be hard if the archers provide cover.
That's the son of Louisa and the old Baron, heir to these lands. He's hot-tempered but good with a sword. Be careful.
I'll try to reason with him.
Cover the Witcher!
Oh meu Deus, oh meu Deus, oh my god, oh my god. Aqui, ó, aqui, ó, aqui, ó. Aqui. Tchau. Tá, ninguém derrubou coisa, você derrubou coisa, você também vai derrubar coisa? Por jeito não, né? Nossa, meus caras tão pobres aqui, velho. Não sei que eu tô no nível normal, né? Acho que é por isso. Se fosse no fácil, todo mundo ia derrubar 50 orens por saquinho. Também não deixou nada. Sobe, Geralt. Sobe, mano.
The famed Geralt of Rivia. You've fallen low, Witcher. Word has it you're one of the best swordsmen in the north. Time to test that rumor.
Renda-se, salve seus homens.
Enough slaughter. Surrender and Foltest will treat you and your men with honor.
And what guarantee is there that he'll not cut us down to the last?
None.
Foltest defiled my mother. Now he colludes with Nilfgaard.
The king leads an army. You have but a few brave men and your honor. In a minute, you may lose even those. Choose.
Hear that, men! The king sends a witcher, and we are to surrender, forgetting the very nature of honor and pride. We must choose. Shame or a witcher's sword. Is that how you would live? Will you bow your heads before Foltest?
Never!
You heard them, Witcher.
Largue sua arma, tolo.
Don't be a fool. This is no game. Your men don't need to die. Surrender, and the king will show mercy.
My mother has seen enough of this king's mercy.
What'll you do? Throw yourself on my sword? Run?
He made mother a harlot, then denied her before all the realm.
True enough. But no massacre, no misguided heroism will change that. Drop your weapons.
Should anything happen to my mother, I shall find you and kill you.
Dropa a arma, mano. Isso, muito bem.
Arian Lavalette laid down his sword. Well.
Have you spoken to him?
Briefly. Just before they took him off to the torture chamber. The hard luck of a traitor. Continue.
While I remember, what happened to the dragon?
It destroyed half the castle. Killed hordes of soldiers and flew off.
Where?
In the general direction of Edon.
To think it almost killed us all.
Arian Lavalette has surrendered the castle. Open up!
And the Baron lives?
Yes, he lives. I'm not spiteful. Open this gate, kneel before your king, and I shall show you mercy.
Looks like we're stuck.
Indeed, and my magic's no good here. The main force down in those boats is going to beat us to town.
Want to head back to the tent? The camp will be nice and empty now. I've had enough for today.
Tempting. Look, the king's special
Geraldão, é no meio da guerra quer catar a Triss, mano. Pelo amor de Deus, Geraldo. Contenha-se.
We want to see him! You doubt my words, dog? Open the gate now!
Nossa. Ah, que da hora, mano. What? Meu Deus. Olha o Vernon Roche aí, mano. Olha o cara aí, essa fera aí, meu.
Sire,
Vernon Roche. Tell me, Roche.
there's fighting in the town. A section of our forces crossed the river in fishing boats and swarmed the streets, burning, raping, pillaging. The Lavalettes are making a stand near the temple.
What of the Baroness?
Alive and safely tucked away.
Unsoiled, I hope.
As you ordered, sire. She's fine. And beautiful as ever. The children were not with her.
But you know where they are?
In the monastery. But we've yet to penetrate that area.
Ih, o medalhão tremeu.
Cross, quickly.
Caraca, o dragão, velho.
Protect
Corre,
the king!
corre.
Dragon! Take cover! To the hoardings!
Protect the king! Run for the hoarding! I'll give my leg for a heavy crossbow right now.
It's a dragon! I can't believe it!
Merigold, stop admiring it and do something!
Dragon!
It's not
Take
that
cover!
simple.
To the hoardings!
Before the
Sai da frente, mano.
With the gate! At the gate! At them!
You don't. You run.
Back! Some professional you are.
We've got to get to the town. We might stand a chance there.
Is it true you witches don't...
To the... Back up! I'll open the gate!
This one doesn't seem to know.
Nossa, mano, ó a árvore.
Quickly!
Corre! Ui. Ai.
I can't hold this for long. Call the arbalists! Quick!
Meu Deus. Meu Deus.
The bridge is burning! Quickly, this way!
Mano, não mata a Daenerys não, mano. Deixa o dragão embora. Quer matar a Daenerys, mano? A Daenerys Targaryen.
Plowing dragon nearly reversed the course of the battle.
The fighting should have scared it off.
Forget the dragon. I need to hear how this story ends.
You were at my side almost all the time after the bridge collapsed.
Almost. Tell me how you got into the monastery courtyard.
Ai, ai, Vernon Roche, Vernon Roche. Dia do ataque. Tá.
Ha! And they said we couldn't get near the walls. Half a day and the town is taken.
Report!
Fighting for the castle continues, and a group of rebels have barricaded themselves inside the monastery.
What of my children?
Likely in the church as well, sire. Fen took a priest to task. Finally mumbled something about a passage neath the walls.
It would take a week to get a battering ram in here.
Axes, sire?
That will also take time. But what other course do we have? This priest. What of him? What of this passage?
I fainted before I could really get going on him. He's under guard below.
You've some work to do, Commander.
Yes, sire. Silas, you look to this door. Fen, come with me.
Witcher.
Your Grace.
I've a mission for you, one suited to your abilities. Vernon can be persuasive, but he's also hot-tempered, at times losing both his self-control and his subject. You must try to find this other passage on your own. Succeed, and you'll be the envy of all Vizima.
Soldiers loyal to the Lavalettes would never harm the Baroness's children.
I shall be reassured as to that when I see them, not before. We must act quickly. The rebels are dispersed, in disarray. As dim-witted as they are, I fear they could conclude the children would make good hostages.
Ah, então nós temos que ir rápido. Vejo você depois.
All right, I'll go.
Sem muita
I'm
conversinha.
relying on you, Witcher.
I'm alive with you, Witcher.
Axes! Move your asses!
Move your asses. Por aqui, né? Não. Por onde que é, mano? Tá, eu vou ter que dar uma puta volta, beleza. Nossa, o lugar tá em chamas, mano. Agora nós vamos pilhar tudo, velho. Nossa. Ó. Vixe, vixe, vixe. O que tem aqui? Tá fechado. Merda. Vamos. Isso aí. Aham. Descer aqui, né, mano?
Would you release us, soldier, sir?
O que tá pegando aqui, mano?
Foltest is merciful. He'll forgive us. We're innocent.
The king will decide
Foltest
your
is
fate.
Anyone know what Vernon looks like?
The wife wants me to get her some shoes.
Eles vão tudo morrer, não vão nem precisar disso mesmo. Deixa eu dar a volta pelo outro lado, já que aqui está com a cavalaria.
I've always been the king's loyal subject.
Entra aqui, né, mano? Opa! Cazelbas! Tá louco, mano? Ô, que isso, cara? Ô, você tá louco, mano?
Shut it.
Time to pay.
These people are unarmed.
This is not your concern. Get lost.
Get out of here, now.
Ah, usou o axe.
Oi, officer, where are your epaulets?
Listen, creep. Stop meddling in other people's business. We're not dragging them anywhere. We'll do it right here. Right now.
Não, mano! Filho da puta, véi! Cacete, viu, mano? Tá ódio! Seus arrombados! Nossa, mano!
Fire will cleanse your tainted souls.
What the hell's going on here?
Not your concern.
Leave them alone. They're innocent.
Innocent? They're with the Lavalettes. Weeds that need to be ripped out with their roots so they won't grow back again. Treason spreads like the plague. No one will leave here alive. And you, stay out of this.
I won't stand by while you murder innocents.
So, what'll you do?
Kill you.
I was not after your blood. I have witnesses.
Vai. Aqui, ó. Ó, aqui.
You win. Mercy.
Se liga, mano.
Let the people out and walk away.
Unblock the door! I'll report this.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll report this.
Burn anything or touch a single woman, you sons of bitches, and
Grande
the king
bosta
will
que
hear
você vai
of it.
reportar isso, mano. Tô cagando de medo disso. Otário. A galinha aqui, mano. E aí, galinha? Tudo bom?
Are they springing from their graves?
Filho da...
Block the passage, quick!
Eu já sei onde tem que ir, seu otário. Não vai se esconder de mim, não, mano. Tá aqui os dinheiros.
Where are these Horsons
Eu
coming
quero a
from?
ordem dos
I
soldados
thought we
saírem.
cleared this district.
Deixa eu ir lá onde eu
Are they
tenho que ir.
springing from their graves?
Tem alguém aqui? Deixa eu pontinho verde, mano. Não tem ninguém, não. Vamos.
Would you release us, soldier, sir?
Shut it.
We're innocent.
The king will decide.
The king will decide it. Os caras são muito chatos, mano. Dá licença, por favor. Ah lá, é por ali, ó. Não precisa dar dica não, jogo. Eu já joguei esse jogo
And now,
aqui bilhões de
Horson shall
vezes,
answer for
mano.
treason.
Ah tá, tem que jogar o hard, peraí.
We're simple folk and know nothing of politics.
Love it. So you don't have a dog.
What will you do with us?
The king will decide. Now. Up again.
Fechado. Ah, é, aqui tá tudo fechado. Vamos nessa. Obviamente a entrada pelo poço, né? Sempre onde tem um poço, a entrada é sempre pelo poço. Olha lá. Ah, meu Deus. Quem joga The Witcher, né, amore? Eu não vou beber poção gato nenhuma. Tem que descer aqui, né? Mas eu vou ir aqui primeiro, eu acho. Tá aberto? Fechado, cacete. Descer aqui mesmo. Vai. Olha! Um afogado! Fazendo o seu lanchinho. Oi! Tchau. Saudade que eu tava de você, afogado. Fazia tempo que eu não via você. Tá, vou fazer o Break Night aqui. Tá, o cara que tem as coisas. Um local de magia. Da hora, mano. Opa. Brionia, fechado. Fechado. Trancado, sem saída. E aqui. E aqui. E aqui, e aqui. Nada, nada. Por aqui, obviamente. Tem alguma coisa aqui? Tem um negócio aqui. Opa! Tem um negócio aqui sim, cadê? Arde. Volta pro Igni. Oi! Tem mais da sua espécie aqui? Não? Pelo jeito não. Achei a saída. Vamos roubar tudo aqui, né, mano? Não gosto disso, mano. Scoia'tael não são gente boa. Tá. Ai, susto! Assustar sua mãe, ô. Você tá louco? O que tem aqui? Dá tudo pra mim. Depois eu vou vender, fazer grana. Opa, apertei errado. Tá, deve ser aqui, né? Na subidinha. Vamos. Tá. É ali. É aqui. Entrar aqui, né? Essa porta aqui vai estar trancada e a chave está lá fora. Que eu lembro. Aê! Mais alguém? Dá a chave aí pra mim, mano. Deixa eu tacar esse soldado imenso aqui, né? Isso aí, velho. Vamos lá. O brilho alaranjado do baú indica que existem itens raros de missão muito importantes. Abre aí então, mano. Eu tenho que fazer alguma coisa aqui? Não, cara. Volta lá, velho. Eu tenho que abrir o portão lá, mano. Aê. Fale com Foltest. E aí, Foltest? Tudo bom?
You have just become the most titled witcher in the world. And the wealthiest.
I'll remind you of that when this is all over,
Eh.
sire.
See, Vernon? Geralt succeeded.
Lucky he did. The priest was downright discourteous and went off to meet his gods.
I saw Scoia'tael on the river.
Where? How many? What colors did they wear?
Plough the elves. We'll tend to them later. The monastery awaits.
Scoia'tael. This puzzle is beginning to come together, Geralt. You're either telling the truth or weaving a very convincing lie. I want to hear the rest. Foltest bastards. The Solar. What happened?
We might have arrived at the same time if not for Tales.
Be specific, Witcher.
Well, the archpriest told the truth.
His Majesty King Foltest of Temeria.
Arthur Tales, erstwhile Count of Nesvelt. I signed your sentence.
Yes, yet the Baroness saw fit to pardon me. An awkward situation, to be sure.
Anais and Busi, where are they?
Nice.
The royal children.
Don't test my patience, Tales, and I'll grant you a quick death.
Confess, Foltest, before the gods and the people. Busi and Anais are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
You may not have noticed, Tales, but I just took this town.
Aided by murderers, sorcerers, and a mutant for whom nothing is holy.
This is hallowed ground. You will not raise your hand against a servant of the gods.
Where have you taken the children?
The Solar. They're in the Solar.
What is this? Blasphemy! Sorcerer's tricks!
Quiet down, Tales. This is a church.
I'll not forget this, mutant. You hear?
Eu usei o Axie, mas disse que o Axie falhou.
Damn, I've seen assaults go awry, but the dragon topples them all.
Tops.
Tops what?
Well, tops all.
Damn nonsense! Geralt, you should know. Is it possible to tame a dragon?
A não ser que você seja a Daenerys. Daí, se você for a Daenerys,
Then why is this reptile eating only mine, men?
Let's hope Merigold got out of there.
I'm sure she did.
If not, you'll need a new advisor, sire.
Shut up, Roche.
It's possible that the dragon simply...
Another word from you and the dragon will not be your main concern.
Enough! Both of you! The dragon's back!
Ooh!
I can't!
Vem, 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 vem. Droga! Essa parte é muito chata, velho.
The dragon's back! I can't.
Bem. Eu apertei. What the hell, man?
The dragon's back! I can't.
Aí, velho. Pera aí, eu vou ter que conseguir, mano. Uma hora eu vou ter que passar dessa fase, tá ligado? Nem que eu tenha que ficar 2 horas aqui, mano. Qualquer coisa eu corto.
The dragon's back! I can't.
Ui! Boa. Ah, conseguimos, mano. Ó! Vixe, vixe, vixe. Vixe, vixe, vixe.
You saved my life again. Ask what you will of me, Witcher. Within reason, of course.
I need to leave, sire. I'd like Triss Merigold to come with me, if she wants.
Are you blind? She's enamored with you. You may leave, and none shall stop you. You have my word.
Olha lá, nice.
Who goes there?
Foltest. I've come for my children. Geralt, wait here. You might scare them.
Ah, thanks be to the gods. My prayers are answered. Go, Boosie.
That's not my father.
But it is your king, boy. Bells, your triumph is complete. The city and fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the forefather and the mother creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now. No tears, Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not weep.
Armed men approach, sire. Children, go to the refectory.
My knights will soon be here. You must meet them, for one day you will rule them. Boosie, go wash your face. They must not see that you wept.
There's a bucket of water in the next room.
Nice. Help your brother.
Sire, let us pray.
They must look like the royal children they are.
They have your eyes, sire.
Olha lá, ele é um bruxo também, o olho dele. Acho que é da mesma facção que tentou matar o rei Foltest da outra vez. Que tenso.
I suppose that's the extent of what you'll give me.
Does this mean I'm free?
Foltest, King of Temeria, has been murdered. Unfortunately for you, you're the only suspect.
The murderer outsmarted you, so I'm to rot in this dungeon.
Oh, no danger of you rotting. You'll hang.
Convince them otherwise.
I have no influence over the court.
What if someone vouched for me?
You have a witness.
I was thinking of Triss.
Was she not your lover? Who knows? But it's common knowledge she is.
What happened to her?
Oh, she's fine. She's been invited to the next meeting of the Council of Regents.
What's the situation in Temeria?
The Council of Regents has convened to restore order. That means three things. Utter chaos will prevail, Visima will run dry of wine and strong drink, and the local whores will make a killing.
Is Triss participating in the meetings?
Indeed. Only to find out that she's no longer needed.
How do you know?
It's my business to know.
They want to run a kingdom without a sorceress?
They already have a kingdom without a king. They'll use every opportunity to get rid of her.
Who will rule?
The chief contenders are Count Maravel and Baron Kimbold, who already tussle for control of Lavalette Castle.
What about Foltest's bastards?
The king's blood runs in their veins. So yes, they are entitled to the throne. Not some drooling nobles.
Foltest told me a lot about you.
If not for him, I'd be a drunk or a vagrant. Foltest did more for me than my father ever did. But then my father did exactly nothing, for I never even met him. In any case, I'll not rest until the murderer is punished.
Tell me how you serve, Vernon.
I carry out orders others are incapable of executing.
For fuck's sake, you command the blue stripes. Do something. The real murderer is free, and he's further and further away with every hour you spend prancing around in here.
I find the Killer Monk story unconvincing.
I don't claim he was a monk. He was wearing a frock, though. He sailed off in a boat with some Scoia'tael.
Would you recognize him?
No problem. A mountain of meat. Never seen anyone bigger.
What would you do if you escaped?
I'd go after the Kingslayer.
You know where to look for him?
Some Scoia'tael helped him escape. That's where I'd start. I expect you might know this particular group of elves.
How'd you work that out?
They wore blue-striped masks. Trophies, I expect.
Yorveth's commander. I know where to find them. We've a trail to follow after all.
If you want to start over and take it easy this time, get me some food.
Now that you mention it.
Vers!
Bring us food and drink.
Shame you didn't think of that earlier.
It's your own fault, Geralt. Your fate is in your hands. Thank you.
Nossa, será que o Geralt tava com sede?
Never heard of women serving in the special forces?
Vess is one of my best people.
How'd she wind up in the blue stripes?
I pulled her from the paws of the Scoia'tael. Just 16 when they torched her village and slaughtered everyone. The unit commander took a liking and spared her. One last thing. This file is about one Geralt of Rivia.
And Foltest's death?
Actually, Geralt's death. The report details events from 5 years ago. Rivia. Population 1,234. In that, 253 non-humans. September the 25th, 1268. A riot erupts. A massacre ensues. The streets run with the blood of elves and dwarves. One person finds the courage to face the raging crowd. During the rioting, 76 non-humans perish, including the Witcher, Geralt of Rivia. Stabbed in the chest with a pitchfork by a man of whom we know only that his name was Rob, and he owed 3 crowns at the local tavern. Yennefer of Vengerberg dies trying to heal the Witcher. The bodies of Geralt and the sorceress are taken away by a mysterious young girl with
Cabelos
ashen
cinzentos?
hair.
É a Ciri.
Their place of internment remains unknown.
I remember. Rivia. Yennefer.
What just happened?
I saw my own death.
And the rest? Have you regained all your memory?
That's all. I just remember the end.
Vess! Interrogation's done. Restrain the prisoner. I'll take the key. sail upriver at dawn. Guards will collect you in 5 minutes. Eat. You'll need your strength.
Not yesterday, he was a hero pretty much. Everyone's man.
Personally saw him cut down 20 men in the blink of an eye, so it's no surprise.
See him dashing along those walls? Can't rightly say I ever saw his sword the blade move so fast.
I thought that beast would tear him to bits when it came out of the clouds.
Delayed don't mean denied. Hangman'll do that tomorrow.
Bom, galera, eu vou terminar este vídeo por aqui. Nos vemos no próximo episódio. Até mais.